Welcome to April 9th. Good morning, I should say, yes. Yeah, I'm feeling like good morning, no? No, actually not. My throat is like covered in like slimy snot or something, and I've been spitting out a lot of nasty stuff. So that kind of sucks, you know, personally. So what's going on, man? Not a whole lot. Just beat Far Cry 3. Hello, this guy right here. Yo, you see this game right here? See this game right here, man? This is a crazy game right here, man. It's a Far Cry 3. 18 Best of E3 awards. Yeah. You know what I noticed with Call of Duty is they never have any of the like E3 award for best shooter or something, or nominated. That's kind of sad to me. But then again, I guess Call of Duty never really has a strong presence at E3. So, yeah, it makes the backs look a lot nicer for Call of Duty. Whereas you get something like this, and then you get something like this, where half of it is completely covered up with Spanish subtext down there, a couple pictures, them boosting their ego. Hey, we're E3 awarded. Oh, don't forget your quotes up there. IGN, hell of a lot of fun. Kotaku said, vast, exhilarating open world. Complex like nothing you've ever seen before. Call of Duty doesn't have quotes. It keeps it nice and simple. It says campaign, multiplayer, zombies. And this was the first batch of games, so it comes with the Nuketown map. Very nice, simple and clean. Simple and clean. Let's compare that to like a last generation game. Like, look at this. This thing, like, literally all it is game content, yo. Down here, it's like that's the filler down there. Okay, that's the only part of the filler. I don't know what the fuck's going on with game design now, where they're just like, hey, you know what? Let's just, you know what? Spanish is a huge language in the U.S., so let's appeal to them too. No. Boy, it's our country. If they don't speak our language, the hell are they doing here, damn buddy? Yeah. No, I think it's kind of bullshit though. English should be the prime language here. Okay. Alright. So yeah, I figured I'd talk about Far Cry 3 since I actually just beat it. And yeah. Should probably get it out there while it's fresh in my mind, you know? So, Far Cry 3. What is Far Cry 3? Far Cry 3 is a first-person shooter. Following the other two Far Cries, it's basically, you're on an island, first-person shooter, obviously, so you're killing a lot of people. But, vehicles play a big part, ATVs, boats, and, hang gliders, and, shit, I don't know, it's a fairly basic, ensemble of vehicles, I guess, but this one is actually really interesting. They take the open world approach, right? So, you have this massive island. This island is actually really huge. If you were going to go from one side to the other side, not only do you have to traverse like mountains, it's going to take you a really long time. So, it's pretty huge, dude. It is a really awesome island. So, I don't know, I guess I'll start with the story mode since I just beat that. Alright, so story mode, man. It's actually kind of cool. It takes a lot more of a modern-y, like, pop culture style approach to the storytelling. So, the game starts up with, like, I don't even know the song name, but it's a very popular song in today's culture. It's like, it's from found footage point of view, like someone's recording this. It's a group of friends, college kids probably, hanging out, partying, taking shots, you know, just, they're YOLOing essentially. And, you know, they're doing their thing for a while, and all of a sudden it zooms out, and it was actually the main character watching this guy like show him the footage or whatever. Because basically the guy had the camera or whatever. So basically we find out that the main character and his brother are trapped in this cage. Everybody's been trapped basically. Something went wrong when they were parachuting. They all got separated, they all got captured, and it's up to us to escape. So from there, basically, we're introduced to the main one of the main bad guys. His name is Voss, the guy on the main case or whatever. He's basically this psychotic pirate leader who likes to toy with his victims or whatever. And, I don't know. He basically fucks with everybody. Your brother gets killed. You're sent off to basically grow up and become a man and take back your friends, save them all. Over the course of the game, though, you'll like help the rebellion, take back the island. You'll fight the militia. I don't know. You basically your prime goal is to get your friends back. You're supposed to save all of them and get off the island. That's your main goal. But several things come into play. Your character ultimately starts like facing a decision: does he really want to leave the island and become a nobody again? Whereas here he's essentially saving lives. You know, if he doesn't get rid of this group of people, who will? So you have to fight slave traders and pirates and rapists and all such of things, and at the same time, you and your friends are all going through this like traumatic event. So story-wise, I don't know. It's pretty basic, I guess, but it feels cool, you know. There's a couple little situations where they take really cool music, like they have Skrillex in there first off, dubstep, like Skrillex dubstep. You know that guy? Yeah, that guy's cool. So you got that. There's a part where Flight of the Valkyrie plays, which is pretty sweet. It's a very like stylistically, this game is cool, and such, but. Gameplay, though, like in the story mode, it's pretty basic. You basically go from mission objective. They have like Assassin's Creed type viewpoints where you go up onto a watchtower and it like scans the area, and you open up more of the island that way. But what's really cool, what I really liked about the story mode is the hunting and the leveling up. It all plays into each other, but basically the map is sectioned off with different territories for animals. You'll have leopards over here, deer over there, bear over there. And you go over to those animals, you kill them, you skin them, and then you can just... It's basically like an RPG. You get the materials from them. You can use the materials to craft better items for yourself. And, you can carry more money, you can carry more weapons, you can carry more ammo, you can carry more grenades, and so on. You keep building your character up and such. Really cool. And whenever you kill enemies, you get experience points that you can distribute into your skill tree. Really nice approach to... I don't know, I think that's the future of first-person shooters and action games, is open world, leveling up. Like, more games are just starting to do that more and more, so... I think that's the way they're going from now on. But story mode's pretty basic, like I said. You just go from objective to objective, or you could... you go do side quests for a while. Side quests build up your character, too. They give you more unlocks. I don't know. It felt like a really cool game. Stealth in it, fantastic. Coming from Dishonored to this, stealth in this game just felt... I don't want to say it felt perfect, but it felt really good. Like, if you fucked up, you fucked up. Whereas in Dishonored, it's like, there was a guy coming up. How was I supposed to know a guy was coming up behind me? This game, like, if anybody approaches you, like, this little like, bar starts building up from their direction. So... you can fix that mistake if they start seeing you. It's gonna build up, and you can get away from them, and it'll vanish. The way stealth should be handled, I think it did it really well. Shooting, like I said, it's not top tier. It's middle tier, I'd say. You can get headshots fairly easily and all that, but it's not. It doesn't have that like snap-on feature like Call of Duty or Halo or auto aim, I guess you could call it. Which kind of sucks, but it felt good. As for multiplayer, I don't know. I didn't really like it that much, honestly. It just felt like one of those multiplayer games that's going to die off in like a couple months. It's very Call of Duty. You basically level up, and eventually you can prestige, and every level ups you unlock new attachments and guns and perks and such. I don't know. I didn't like it. The maps felt way too big for how many people were online. I couldn't join into a party match with my friends and play ranked games, which sucked. Co-op, they have co-op missions. Those are pretty fun, though. There's like 7 of them, I think. So, more story. It's like a prequel to the game or something. Map Maker is pretty cool. I only played around with it for a little bit, but you can do a lot of crazy shit with that. It's no Halo Forge, but it's still pretty good. Yeah, so that's pretty much Far Cry 3. I'm gonna rate it. I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 3. Yeah, I think that's right. Bye!